All of the nursing school students, let's come in here. Nursing school students, I have some tips for you that were personal for me. So I am just sharing my personal information to hopefully help you. And let's go. Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Michelle, where I love to inform, educate, and inspire. If you are new here, subscribe so you can be alerted for new content. I think the biggest thing to make sure you understand is test taking. Pay attention to your instructor, pay attention to the directions, all of the different tips they give you for test taking. While you're in nursing school, you are actually practicing how to take the boards. So the way it's structured, the way the tests are in school are the way your boards are going to be structured. So you will be very familiar with how to take your test. Be familiar, understand, ask questions. Do not be afraid to ask questions. Even if you see one of your fellow peers that are in school with you and you see that maybe they're understanding a little better, get with that peer so you can be successful. Once you're in nursing school, everyone is pretty much a family. So focus on one class at a time. Focus on one day at a time in the class, 1 week at a time, passing the different tests that you have to take. And that will help alleviate a lot of the stress that you may be feeling just from passing the overall program or passing boards. No, you have to get through the classes first. So let's decrease the anxieties that you have in feeling overwhelmed. Nursing school is overwhelming in itself. So having just a couple of tips may help decrease the stress. See if you're having any distractions within your personal environment. Maybe you're not in the right area in your home for studying. Maybe designate an area just for studying. So you know when you leave out of that area, the studying is behind you. You're able to release once you actually leave that area. And then you know when you come back, it's time to study again. During your studying period, take breaks. Do not sit and study for 3 to 4 hours at a time. Make sure you're taking breaks and you're coming back. It'll help you remember what you just studied maybe 30 minutes ago, kind of review that, and then continue studying. I definitely would keep myself on some breaks, whether you want to leave the room or leave that area, go walk around, just whatever you have to do. Definitely take breaks. It's very overwhelming and you don't want things to build up with you and then you end up maybe exploding. I'm definitely not a psychologist or a therapist or anything. These are just different things that have helped me. You have to understand how to put those different words together to create a medical term. Once you have understood that key concept, it's going to make your life a lot easier and you will eventually catch on. But make sure you're studying your medical terminology as you go along. Okay, do I need to restructure my studying habits? Do I need to study more in the evening? Do I need to study more in the morning? When am I feeling tired? Take an account for all of that. Am I eating properly? Am I hydrating properly? So the self-care is so important. Not taking care of yourself throughout this period will not allow you to be your best self during school. I'm rooting for you to pass all of your classes and pass the boards and become a nurse, whether it's an LPN, RN. I'm rooting for you. And feel free to leave comments to add on the different things that you do on a daily basis to help you get through nursing school. Because in this community, it can also help another person. I encourage you to stay in the path that you're on, to have a positive mindset. If any negativity comes towards you, whether that's from someone trying to give you advice, which may be bad advice, trying to deter you from nursing, nursing is a beautiful field. Yes, it is overwhelming while you're in school, but there's so many different things you can do when you get out. There's so many different avenues you can take, which I feel like you're more blessed than I was, because when I graduated, we pretty much just had hospital and doctor's offices. Now, there's so many different jobs and they just keep growing. I am rooting for you, and I will see you in the next video.